Good morning and welcome to Southern Sports Network. I'm Lindsay Settlemeyer.
And I'm Taylor Gillis, here to update you on Moccasin Sport News. Florida Southern men's tennis closed out the regular season with an 8-1 loss to Embry-Riddle. The lone point from the Mocs came from a win by junior Brian Slavonic in singles match upset over Fabiano Zilin, the number 29 singles player in Division II. The Mocs went 3-3 this season in the Sunshine State Conference, giving them the number 4 seed in the SSC tournament to be held May 28th through the 30th. The men's golf team competed in the Sunshine State Conference Championship this past weekend and finished in third overall behind Lynn and St. Leo. Sophomore John Coltis had the best finish for the Mocs, tying for 6th overall, and sophomore John Vanderlaan finished in a tie 8th overall. The men will compete next in the regional tournament the first week in May. The women's golf team also played in the SSC Championship from April 17th to April 19th and finished in 7th place out of 9 teams. Britta Bernth was the highest finish for the Mocs, finishing 16th place at 23 over par. Bernth jumped 7 spots on the final day of competing after shooting a 5 over par on the round, which was the 5th lowest score on the day. Abby Williams finished just a stroke behind at 24 over par and finished in tie for 17th. In their final conference championship, senior Kit Cretin and Colleen Pessinoni finished in tie for 21st and 33rd respectively, and junior Shannon McHugh finished in a tie for 28th place. Would you like to know more about the women's golf team? Here is a coverage of their practice.
I decided to be a golf coach because I love the game of golf. It's an amazing sport. It teaches you so much about life and the relationships that you have, and the strategy of being able to play a game at a high level is something great to pass on to people that want to do that too.
You know, you got to have your low point there because you're digging that thing out.
He's very supporting and motivating. When I'm not having a good day, helps me a lot.
I think being encouraging, being a cheerleader, that's the biggest thing. People like to feel encouraged and happy about what they're doing, and then try to gently encourage people to do the right thing.
I like how dedicated Coach Davis is to the team, both on and off the course. And I also like how close he is with his family and how he brings his daughters out to play with us every once in a while.
There you go.
There you go, that was really good. The Florida Southern women's lacrosse team beat Florida Tech 16-2 this past weekend. The Lady Mocs scored 7 goals in the first half of the game and 9 goals in the second half. Megan O'Brien scored 4 goals for the Mocs, and Emily Santoli scored 3. This victory marks the 7th straight win for the Lady Mocs. The women's lacrosse team then had a successful senior night last night against St. Leo by dominating the whole game. The 6 graduating seniors were Gabby Borowski, Nicole Bellini, Grace Donovan, Rachel Griffith, Ashley Robertson, and Allie Krajak. Best of luck to them in the future. The Lady Mocs ended the game with a score of 15-2. Casey O'Brien led the team in goals with 4, while Megan O'Brien led the team in assists with 2. Earlier this week, sophomore Megan O'Brien was selected as Offensive Player of the Week for the 2nd time in her career.
It was really good. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of energy today, so it was a nice time with everyone.
The Lady Mocs are back in action tomorrow at 4th-ranked Rollins.
The men's lacrosse team played Lynn this past weekend. The Mocs made history with their first double overtime victory. The men won a score of 11-10. The winning goal was scored by Cody Gray to finish off the comeback win. The team is now 9-7 overall and 2nd and 2-2 in the SSC. While FSC doesn't have a field hockey team, it has an intramural sport very similar to that. Anyone can join in. Here's more information.
I first started playing actual hockey, like field hockey, when I was in 6th grade. And then I've been playing like street hockey with my family since I guess I was like 6.
Really?
Since I came to school in Florida, hockey has been awesome just because it kind of gets like my juices flowing and it gets me outside and exercising.
Well, I played ice hockey all throughout high school, so I thought that intramurals would be a good way to stay active and like still be a part of a team, because being a part of a team is like really important to me because it teaches you so many things.
When you don't play an actual sport like with a team, I mean like you have your intramurals teams, but like it's different when you're on like an actual team. I think you lose like your competitive aspect, and I think that's something that helps me de-stress and de-relax. It's not the same, but it's such a fun sport. It's fun to see everyone trying and like encouraging their friends that are playing because they're from South and they don't know how to play hockey.
You're playing really great. Good job.
But it's also fun for me because you don't even get a stick in your hand down here, so it's just another aspect that like helps the home away from home part.
The men's track team placed 5th in the Sunshine State Invitational this past weekend, but it wasn't all bad news. Junior Evan Canonis won the 800-meter run with a new record time at the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Track Stadium. The team will be heading to Georgia Tech Invitational in Atlanta next week to compete.
Last weekend, the Mocs softball team swept Nova Southeastern in Fort Lauderdale in a 3-game series. The Mocs started off the series with a win, defeating Nova 6-1. The next day, Sydney Koch hit a triple in the first game of the doubleheader, which allowed Amber Presto and Ashlyn Worcester to score, aiding the Mocs to win 3-1. In the last game of the series, Nova took the lead in the first inning, but that didn't last long, when in the third inning, Anne-Marie Tracy and Erin Klein scored after a throwing error. The Mocs stayed in the lead for the rest of the game. Junior Erica Morrisley had 3 hits and 2 RBIs to end this match 4-2. The baseball team played a 3-game series against USC Aiken this past weekend. The Mocs lost the first 2 games 4-0 and 4-2, but came back in the third game to crush Aiken with a 17-8 win. Logan Browning helped lead the Mocs with 3 runs scored. We all know that spring sports are in full swing, but what do fall teams do during their off-season? Here's how the men's soccer team spends their time.
All right, how's everybody doing today? Good. Ready to play a little soccer? All right, let me...
Ryan Snigoski, I'm the head men's soccer coach here at Florida Southern College. We volunteer every Thursday with Lakeland FC. We put on a little clinic for boys and girls from the age of 5 to 13. Have 6 to 8 stations with different skills and games that the kids play in from 6 to 7 o'clock every Thursday.
Go, 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 go!
It's a positive experience for them. You know, seeing older players and the level, as we touched on earlier, their abilities, how they carry themselves, their attitude, their appearance. Hopefully that's they're looking to the future when they see athletes such as yourself coming out here working with all members.
Who came here to play soccer? I know I did. All right, girls, then let's...
My favorite thing about coaching, just seeing a kid smile every time they do something right. Like the first time they learn how to juggle a ball, that's the best time.
We're just trying to tie in soccer with the community, so we want the kids to come out to our games, part of the atmosphere. We want to give back at the same time. So we all were young players at one time that wanted to get better at the game, so it's kind of our time to give back a little bit to the local community.
The next guy, and then he goes. Give a high five, give a high five, give a high five.
Thank you everyone for joining us. I'm Taylor Gillis.
And I'm Lindsay Sotomayor. This has been Southern Sports Network. See you next week.